Hi everyone, class 8th rational numbers part number 2. Your rational number definition I have written here. Rational number, a number which is written in the form of p by q. Q is not equal to 0 and p, q are integers z. Example 0, 1, 1 by 2, 3 by 2, root 9, root 16, etc. Okay, so one note I have written here, every perfect square is a rational number. For example, root 1 is equal to 1, root 4 is equal to 2, root 9 is equal to 3, root 81 is equal to 9. Similarly, root 100 is equal to 10, root 64 is equal to 8. So many of the examples you can give. Okay, 0 is also a rational number because you can write here 0 by 1. Here denominator is not equal to 0, 0 is an integer, 1 is an integer. So 0 by 1 is equal to 0. So you can say that 0 is a rational number. Okay, my dear students. So I hope you have understood this rational number. So next, number line or real line you can say. So this is the number line. So it is a, all will say that it is a 0, but it is not a 0. Okay, first it is a origin O. This is origin O, starting point or initial point. Then we are considering that as a 0. Okay, so from here right hand side 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 and so on I have written. Here it is plus infinity, here it is minus infinity. From the left hand side of the origin minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on I have written. So from the left hand side, this side, this is your left side, this is your right side. Okay, so from left side of the origin negative numbers will be there. From the right side of the origin will be positive numbers are there. You have to remember this. Okay, so here 0, after 0 all the numbers are positive, here all the numbers are negative after this origin, this side, left side. Okay, so next page we will go here, my dear students. So here so in 8th standard, properties of rational numbers they have mentioned here. Properties are closure property. One is closure property, second one is commutative property, third one is associative property. They have mentioned these three properties to verify whole numbers, integers and rational numbers, but we will go for whole numbers first, closure property, next for integers, next for rational closure property, then we will study commutative property for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers, then we will go for associative property for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. Okay, so first is closure property, that is we need to check 4 operations for natural numbers also, so you can check afterwards after this session, but we check the closure property for whole numbers, integers and rational numbers. That just I have told here, closure property we are going to verify for whole numbers. So here mainly 4 operations are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Okay, so these are the 4 operations: addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Then my dear students, so if you remember these all 4 operations, then you can very easily verify these all. So first we will verify under addition. Okay, under addition, closure property for W. W means whole number. Okay, so I have written here definition. So let A belongs to W, B belongs to W, then A plus B belongs to W. Means A is a whole number, B is a whole number, then you have to add both the whole numbers. Then after adding both, it should be belongs to what? Whole number. Okay, so why we are adding here? Because under the addition we are checking the closure property for whole number. Okay, so example I have taken, A is equal to 0, B is equal to 5, means one whole number is 0, another whole number is 5. So if you add both, you are getting 5. 5 belongs to again whole number only, because we know whole number starts from 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. Similarly, A is equal to 4, B is equal to 7. 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. 11 is again belongs to W. So this symbol is nothing but for belongs to. If I have written like this, so it is not belongs to, means you can write like this. Okay, it is not belongs to, it is belongs to. So here in this condition we can say that whole numbers are closed under addition. So how do you tell that whole numbers are closed under addition? See my dear students, you can consider 2 whole numbers A and B like this. If you add, why you are adding? Because under addition we are verifying. If you add again, that number should be belongs to what? Whole number. Then you can say that whole numbers are closed under addition. Now you can consider any 2 whole number whichever number you can consider, and if you add, that number will belongs to W. So I have concluded here. Only 2 examples I have taken. You can take more than these examples also. So whole numbers are closed under addition. So first condition over under addition. Okay, so for whole numbers, next again we will go for subtraction now. Okay, subtraction I have written here. Under subtraction we are verifying the whole numbers for closure property. Okay, so let A belongs to W, B belongs to W, then A minus B belongs to W. If it satisfies, if this condition satisfies, then we can say that whole numbers are closed under subtraction. Otherwise we can say that whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. So see here, I have taken the example. If you take A is equal to 7 and B is equal to 5 and 7 minus 5 is equal to 2 and 2 belongs to whole number, here itself you should not conclude that whole numbers are closed under subtraction. Okay, please remember, if you give one example that it is not satisfying, see here I have taken 5 belongs to W, 7 belongs to W. W means whole number. Okay, so 5 minus 7 is equal to minus 2. Minus 2 is not belongs to W. This is symbol of not belongs to. Okay, so doesn't belongs to whole number, because we know that whole number starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. There is no negative whole number here. So only positive natural numbers and 0 it includes. So we can say here by this example, whole numbers are not closed under subtraction. Similarly, under multiplication we will see, let A belongs to W, B belongs to W, then A into B, or you can A dot B belongs to W. If it satisfies this condition, then you can say that whole numbers are closed under multiplication. If it is not going to satisfy, then you can say that whole numbers are not closed under multiplication. We will check. Okay, here 2 examples I have considered. 0 and 3 I have taken. 0 belongs to W, 3 belongs to W. 0 into 3 is 0, again 0 belongs to W. 3 belongs to W, 7 belongs to whole number, 3 into 7 is 21, 21 is again belongs to whole number. Okay, so now you can consider any 2 whole number, and if you multiply, after multiplying whatever you are getting the numbers now, like this 3 and 7 you multiplied here 20. So consider any 2 whole number, if you multiply, that number will always belongs to what? Whole number. That's why we are going to conclude here whole numbers are closed under multiplication. Whole numbers are not closed under, whole numbers are closed under multiplication. Whole numbers are closed under multiplication. Similarly, we will go for the under division. Okay, so here one condition I have written, A belongs to W, B belongs to W, then A divides B belongs to W. Okay, if it satisfies, then we can say that whole numbers are closed under division. If it is not satisfies this condition, whole numbers are not closed under division, we can say. So for example, I have taken here A is equal to 5, B is equal to 8. So you divide 5 by 5 divides 8. 5 divides 8 means what? 5 by 8. 5 by 8 is a fraction. So fraction doesn't belongs to whole number. Fraction doesn't belongs to whole number. So 5 by 8 is doesn't belongs to W. So only one example I have again. You can, if it is satisfying only one problem which is not satisfying, then you can say that it is not closed. Okay, so here it is not closed. So don't take like this. Okay, 2 and 1 and 2 by 1. So it is 2. 2 is belongs to W. If you take like this, 2 and 1 are the 2. A is equal to 2. B is equal to 1. 2 whole numbers, and 2 by 1, that is 2. 2 belongs to, here you should not conclude. Okay, you have to verify all the numbers. If any one number or any one example if you give, it is not satisfying, then you can conclude that whole numbers are not closed under division. Here I have concluded whole numbers are not closed under division because of this example. Okay, in general we can say that for the whole numbers, closure property holds good only for multiplication and addition. Okay, it doesn't holds good for subtraction and division. Okay, so last one point I will tell you here. In general, you can say that addition, how did you get that verified? A plus B is a whole number for any 2 whole numbers A and B. So if you are considering 2 A and B are the 2 numbers, and if you add A plus B, that again will belongs to what? Whole number. Similarly for the multiplication, if A and B are any 2 whole numbers, their product AB is a whole number. Up to here you can write in your fair. Okay, and now if you have understood this, so fine. If you didn't understand, you can comment me and ask me. Okay, my dear students. Okay, thank you.